The current arrangements have allowed scrutiny of the government to continue and, remarkably, remote voting to be carried out for the first time today. This motion therefore allows the House to agree a short extension to these current arrangements. The government has been consistent. These arrangements are temporary. As yesterday's command paper set out, it is only right that Parliament has set a national example of how business can continue in these circumstances. And we have done this admirably, thanks to the patience and commitment of both staff and members, and will continue to do so until the Whitsun recess. But it is clear that soon Parliament must set an example for how we move back gradually to a fully functioning country again. Our constituents would expect nothing less. So while we must move in step with public health guidance, it is vital that when we are asking other people to work and go to their places of work, if they cannot do so from home, we should not be the ones who are exempt from that. Indeed, we should be leading by example. It is my expectation that I will not have to renew these temporary standing orders again. I am grateful to the House for developing the temporary procedures and for the immense amount of work by staff here to make the arrangements work. However, it is my belief that this House cannot be as effective in carrying out its constitutional duties without members being present here. Debates are inevitably stilted. They lack interventions. I cannot think of any previous occasion when I've spoken for so long without receiving any interventions. I begin to fear that I'm boring the House, Mr. Speaker, and I can think of no greater sin. Alas, no, I'm not allowed to give way under the current arrangements, and so debates are inevitably stilted, and time is restricted by the understandable limits of the technology, though the people operating the technology have done a truly fantastic job in getting us to where we are. And I know that this feeling is shared across the House. All of these factors restrict our ability to conduct effective scrutiny and to pass the volume of legislation required by the government. I therefore think it essential that we move back to physical ways of working as quickly as possible. Mr. Speaker, I understand that some members have concerns about how long we keep these measures in place, and that is why it is so important that we agree only a short extension. It is essential that we move back to physical proceedings as soon as practicable in order that this House can do what it does best, the cut and thrust of the debate, the flexibility to hold the government to account and to legislate on behalf of the people of the United Kingdom. I beg to move the motions.